Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. I'm Ajit Mahuli, the founder and mentor at LPAT. Let's see what the indices have been doing and are likely to do in the coming week. So Nifty is struggling to go beyond those levels of 2200. Now it looks like it is going to find difficulty going beyond 21,850 on the smaller time frame. And if it starts correcting, we have pretty good room for the prices to come down. So that's the area where we will expect at least the prices to come down on the monthly base on the monthly demand zone. That's a cool around 2,800 to 2,000 points, but we still need to get better confirmations, though we are seeing early confirmations of a pullback happening in the markets. And so longs should be avoided and be cautious about FNO longs especially. On the weekly chart, at least if the correction starts, it could probably come towards this opening of the gap and might even go below that. But if you're looking to short, that's going to be your first target where the index might come down to. Now, we do have some demand zones on the smaller time frame here, but this price action is suggesting that if we continue the fall this week and go below 21,400, we could see a bigger fall, at least towards, let's say, 2,800 to 2,500. That's the area. So good reward to risk on the short side based on confirmation. Longs should be avoided, or you can keep it only up intraday. Volatilities are also high, so buying options will not make any sense. So this is the area of demand zone, which is still not breached. That's a weekly demand zone. So prices will probably oscillate between that potentially before moving down towards 21,000, sub 21,000 levels. On the daily chart, if you see now, after this move, though we had a slight pierce beyond that all-time high, but it was negligible, around only 2 points. But still, the supply held, prices went up, corrected, and there is no clear demand, at least till, let's say, 21,450 to 21,300. So good chance prices might continue falling further this week and probably in next week. Any pullback can be used to go into some shorts on the index. Now, if you see, this is a kind of, if I have to sum it up, this is probably getting into a rise on sell kind of markets. Every up move is being sold into. So be cautious about longs. Don't get aggressive into longs. So that's the area of demand zone on the daily chart. So the range is going to be at least up to this, and this is a new supply that on a smaller time frame we'll find some supply zones here in this area. So 867 to 400 would be the range for the coming few days. On the 75-minute chart, we have broken this area, and there is no supply zone here at this point till this supply area on the smaller time frame. Prices might again fall from here, or if you see here, it found it very difficult to go beyond 700 the whole day today after it crashed from that high. So, and if you go further down to smaller time frames, so probably these are the areas which it will try to make an attempt to go to, because we are also, it's still a smaller time frame. I'm not going to look at it much. But prices can move up to 850 areas where you can look for some bearish spreads here. Longs only on confirmation at these areas. So slight bearish bias. Avoid longs in FNO. Move could be towards the short side, but wait for a pullback at least to 750 to 800 before you decide to get into some shorts. That's what we see on Nifty. Now let's take a quick look at India VIX. Now India VIX is steadily rising and sustaining above 16 levels, between 15.5 to 16 levels. This is expected to rise further and probably might hit 18. So be cautious about buying options, because with this rise, all the options are going to get expensive. So you can look at some bearish spreads rather than buying puts or buying calls. Coming to Bank Nifty, much more weaker than Nifty, and probably might be the one which will drag Nifty down towards, let's say, sub 21,000 levels. Monthly demand zone is placed at about 42,000. So if we could come from 48 to 44,000, 44,800, we could easily come here in the next couple of months. Good areas of demand zone longs are all the way here, but that's pretty far. I don't think we have any triggers for the index to fall as of now here based on the monthly chart. The trend still remains up, the longer term trend. On the weekly chart, if you see strong rejections from these areas of picture of supply. So this could become a cap for the Bank Nifty to move towards. So 46,800, we can look at some more new shorts. So we are in an area of demand zone. Prices can further move down inside this demand zone on the weekly chart. So we hit this, went up to that, but again are coming down, and now prices could go in deeper before it comes out. The next area of demand zone is here, which is about 42,551. Now, if we break this and this, this is the area where we can initiate some good longs. You'll have good private banks at good lows. So on confirmation, longs can be initiated. And as we start moving towards 46 and 47, you can start initiating shorts based on the price action at that point. On the daily chart on Bank Nifty, so if you see any move above 46,800 or 46,500, I would say, any move above 46,500 is getting sold into. Now we have a very strong impulse to the downside for the last 2 days with this aberration of 1 day up move. So this is that supply zone where it went to on Friday, and today it started moving down again from that supply on the daily chart. So anywhere about this will be good areas to short. Prices will find it difficult. We are moving from this area of demand zone, but it has gone in deeper in that demand zone. So be cautious. Prices could move further down towards these areas of demand zone. That's about 44,000. So looks like this is the area where we could probably stop and have a good reward to risk towards 45,600. Any up move within this area can be used to short or get into spreads. Bank Nifty does look very weak, especially with the PSU banking taking a beating, and the private banks are not helping at all. So Bank Nifty looks poised for a down move. On the 75-minute chart, we are now trading in this area of demand zone from where we moved up. So there is a good potential that prices could move up towards 45,000 to 45,500. So right now, until and unless this demand zone doesn't get breached, there is no point in shorting. Let it come up here somewhere in this area and then look for shorts. So let's say about 45,400 to 45,500. And intraday longs can be taken if we open up and fail to take this low and hold it, then you can have an intraday up move for 200, 300 points. But overall, bearish outlook, though we are low on the curve on the 75-minute chart, the daily has been pretty bearish. So even if we move, I guess this could be the supply zone, which you can watch keenly, or maybe some supply zone on the smaller time frame from where prices could reverse again. Let's say on a 15-minute chart. So probably that's the supply zone that I would be interested in looking at to short or get into a bearish position based on how prices behave at that area. But 45,300 to 45,500 looks a good area to short. So if you're long, that would be the area to cover your longs. Don't get aggressive with FNO longs. Ride with the trend. Right now we're low in the curve. Let it pull back, and then you can get into some good shots. All right, hope this helps. So cautious approach towards the market. No longs, no buying till we reach key areas of demand zone. And if we rise on the prices into these areas of supply, you can look to short the markets. for a good reward to risk ratio. Hope that helps.